Hey, sports fans, it's Mo Carter. Every high school football team in the Tennessee Valley has a goal of hoisting up a blue map at this year's Super 7 in Birmingham. And in order to get there, you have to do work in the off-season. This summer, the Fox 54 sports team chatted with a number of squads about their upcoming season. And you can check out some of your favorite teams right now on another edition of the First Down Friday Night Preview Series.
I'm Seth Ward. Like you said, been at Falkville for 5 years. Farthest to my right, I've got Eli Harris, Sr., Logan Fowler, Sr., Landon Horton, Sr., and Houston Jackson, Sr.
I'll start off with one for the players. I've had several folks this. What advice would you guys give a younger player who might be seeing action for the first time on Friday Night Lights? Maybe he's a little nervous about the stage. What advice would y'all give?
I'll start first. What I would give to a younger player is just to go out there, just play. Just do you. Don't worry about the stands. Don't worry about anything else. Your coach put you out there, so just go do you. Just go play.
Your coach obviously trusts you enough to have you out there, so play calmly. Don't play like all jittery and all this. Just play loosely.
Don't take advantage of the time that you have because it goes by really fast.
Yeah, I would just add on to what they say. If your coach puts you in, he obviously has trust in you, and just play for the guys around you, not just for yourself, because it could be one of their last seasons for the seniors.
What about you? What advice would you give, say, a freshman getting out there the first time?
Well, they said it. If we put you out there, we trust you. Two, it's just a game. And you heard Scotty Scheffler say earlier in the week for the British Open, don't find your fulfillment in your performance. You're a freshman. Allow yourself some grace. You're gonna make mistakes. Football's a game where 11 people have a job, and rarely do all 11 of them win every single battle every single time. So just know you're gonna struggle, and that's part of the game. And it's one of the most lifelike things there are on a field is you're gonna mess up, you're gonna make mistakes, and that's just learn to play the next. That was our theme last year, is just kind of play the next play, and like the last play is never going to be talked about again. Whether it was good or bad, don't let that play define who you are, because it's just one play.
I've got one more for the guys. Is there anybody in your life, family member, friend, whatever, that is responsible for encouraging you to begin playing football?
I'll start first again. My dad, he just he pushed me, and then Coach Ward as well. He asked me over and over to keep playing or to start playing again, and then my dad just edged it on, and then it just happened.
My good friend Ansel was always trying to talk me into playing football from 7th grade all the way to about 9th. Because I never wanted to play, but he taught me into it, and I've enjoyed it since.
My stepdad watched football like all the time, and I fell in love with sport when I was probably about 5 or 6, something like that. And I've been playing ever since I could touch a football, so that's what inspired me.
Definitely my dad is who pushed me to play football, and all my friends around me. I just gave it a shot, and it just became something I loved.
Did your dad play football? Did he a best player?
He played a little bit.
Players here, goals. Have you set any individual or team goals for this season?
I've set individual goals for myself and also team goals. Individual goals, just tail off what I did last year and do either the same thing or even better. And then for the team is us just keep working together as a family, as a brotherhood, and just do the best we can to our ability.
I don't really have an individual but I want to do what I can to help our team win this year. And as a team standpoint, I want all of us to grow closer together.
I have one individual goal, and it's to make it all-state, of course. And my team goal is to make it to the third round, as our team has never done that before. And I've been telling myself that our group will be the group to do it.
Coach Ward, I did want to ask about what you just mentioned. And I know you're excited, everyone wants to make the postseason, but your standard and this program standard is to continue to make deep runs in the playoffs. How do you maybe try to instill that in these young men and understanding that, hey, yes, we're making the playoffs consistently, but we also want to make deep runs and eventually become state champions?
Yeah, he mentioned something about making it to the third round, and you don't really want to put that kind of stuff on your kids. Just play every play like it has a life and death of itself, and the scoreboard will take care of itself. That's something a lot of coaches say. There's books titled that, and you don't want to put that weight on the kids, but if they just focus on what's in front of them and just winning that battle, winning that play, winning that quarter, that possession. There's been a lot of games where all we had to do was hang on the football and get 2 or 3 first downs. Just do your job, and the results will take care of themselves. And there's a lot of things outside of your control when it comes to results. You want to win, you want to make it to the third round, you want to make it to the state championship game, but there's sometimes, you have injuries, you have weather pops up and something crazy might happen, and you don't worry about the results. It's cliche, you worry about the process, but you have a system in place that allows you to mentally refresh every snap and just play every play like it's the most important play on earth, because it's the only one you can do anything about. That's just kind of my message, and it has been for the last 2 years, and I think our kids embrace that. We played in a jamboree last year at Winston County, and we got beat by Solent, but I told our guys, I said, if you will learn to not dwell on the last play and just make the next play, the score will take care of itself. Those things will happen. And, I know there was a lot of people in our community that thought we weren't going to be very good last year. We made the second round. We've only done that 7 times. So it's one of the best 7 teams in Falkville football history by result standpoint. But, the growth we had last year was so massive, just from game 1, from week -1 or whatever they call it now to the last week of the year when we played Pisgah. That's what I was most proud of. It wasn't the results. It was the growth. It was the coming together as a group, and that's what I was really proud of. And I think this group can do those things, but you don't want to worry about results because there's so much that you can't really do much about.
Question here for the players. I mentioned earlier, Coach Ward is 5th season, so pretty much since you've been playing junior high and high school ball, Coach Ward has been coach at Falkville. So with that being said, with that consistency and knowing who you're playing for, how easy has it been for y'all knowing who your coach is going to be?
Oh, it's super easy because, he just pushes us, and we just know what he does for us and everything, so it's pretty easy.
I agree, it's very easy. Coach Ward's always been a great mentor, especially towards all the players, and he's a great coach and a great guy.
It's good because, I don't have to go into a different system, say if a new coach moves in or anything. So I'm sitting with the same system the whole time because I know what I'm going into.
I feel like it's been great to have a coach that's just a great guy and a good mentor that will work with you no matter what you're going through. And it's just always been good to have a good coach.
Yeah, Coach, we were down a few weeks ago doing our Coach's Community podcast, and the player just said it, mentorship. One thing that I took away from our conversation is it really means a lot to you to have that impact on the player's life, regardless of what it is. They call you up to be their best man, they tell you about what's going on in their life. Tell us a little bit about that and what that character that you try to build into these players.
Yeah, these guys will never know the impact that they've had on me. Some of our players have had things go on in their life that no kid should have to deal with. And just to know that you might have had just a little bit of something to do with that kid becoming a man, it's such a cool experience that not a lot of people understand. And Getting to be around these guys gives me a lot of energy, gives me a lot of hope for the future, because you see what we're going to be putting out into society. We've got 4 really, really good guys here, but there's 12 other seniors that we have that are just as deserving to be up here. They're great people too. They work hard. You know, we mentioned on the radio, a lot of our guys get up at 5:30 in the morning and go work, and then show up at school and go to school all day. And I don't know, it's just really, really cool to see them grow as men, and just to have a little part in that is so special.
A brand new season of Fox 54's First Down Friday Night begins on Friday, August the 22nd on Fox 54 and the Fox 54 Plus app.